To speak to the amendment, Speaker recognizes Representative Stone.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today in support of this common sense amendment that we should all get behind. Like many of my colleagues, my office has been inundated with calls from constituents desperately seeking answers to their questions. My staff has spoken with thousands of Michiganders who lost their job when COVID hit and have struggled to make rent, fallen behind on their mortgages, and even faced food insecurity and eviction. We can all agree that our unemployment system has been pushed to its breaking point. COVID ravaged Michigan's workforce. Unfortunately, too many workers were left without a lifeline when they needed it most. Sadly, the content of this bill before us today falls far short of the reforms Michigan.
Representative, you need to speak to the narrow focus of the amendment. Thank you. Speaker recognizes Representative Stone.
Claimants don't want another dead-end call center where complaints go unanswered and unresponded to.
The question before the House is the adoption of the amendment. Speaker recognizes Representative Stone.
Thank you. I offer an amendment that addresses this ombudsman that serves strictly as a dead-end call center where complaints will go to be unanswered and unresponded to. My amendment proposes that we need real reforms that will ensure having resources needed to put food on the table during this emergency. This amendment will require the new Office of Unemployment Citizen Advocate to report on the root of the problems with our unemployment system and ensure real lasting solutions are implemented for Michigan's workers. We need to ensure that these offices include staff that is adequately trained, sufficient, have adequate training to address the issues that are being brought to it, include IT systems that meet the demand, include top-notch fraud prevention to safeguard the benefits that eligible Michiganders deserve. This recent crisis over UIA was decades in the making, and for years, the UIA has been asked to do more work with fewer resources. And they have favored automation and computer algorithms over trained casework staff and adjudicators that are necessary for that high-level review of cases. They have been denied the funding they need to do so, the technology upgrades necessary, that they have had to resort to hiring contract workers to process claims because there are simply not enough staff with proper training to review claims. Michigan workers deserve true unemployment advocate, one that can serve Michiganders at all levels of the unemployment system, not just on the surface. Right now, this legislation is merely understaffed, unfunded, complaint line.
Representative, you need to stick to the focus of the amendment. Speaker recognizes Representative Stone.
Without this amendment, this office will merely be an understaffed, unfunded complaint line and not a solution at all. The people of Michigan deserve a full measure solution, and I urge you to vote yes on this amendment.